Hey fam, so it was a rainy day when I recorded this video. Now let's go ahead and make some chicken soup. To make our chicken soup, we have the following ingredients. Here I have some pimento, some onions, some garlic. I have some fresh basil, fresh thyme, and I also have some, what is it called? Chatto beni, as well as some garlic, some onion. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but here I also have a scotch bonnet and some chives. So these are some of the seasonings we will be putting in our chicken soup. Here's our chicken, and you want to ensure that you season it overnight. All right, so overnight is best, but if you can't, you can do it a couple hours before you actually make the soup. That way the chicken gets all of that lovely seasoning in there. And I will be adding in some pumpkin. These are frozen, well actually squash. It's frozen squash here. Now generally or traditionally we add in noodles or pasta or something like that, but I am not using that today. I'm using pumpkin. My ground provisions of choice are yams. I did cut them off, cut them up really well, clean them, cut them up. So I have here some yams, I have here some sweet potato, and it's the orange one, and I also have here some chunky carrots that I did chop up. All right, so yeah. Over here I have some chicken broth that I will be adding into the soup as well. Now chicken broth, so what can be used as well. I am just using what I made at home, so this is homemade. If you would like to see me do a video on that, you can always comment and let me know in the comment section below. Before I go any further in this video, also any provisions of choice can be added. I may add in some cassava that I have in my freezer, which is actually frozen, so I just may add that in. So I just wanted to let you know that. We are going to add some oil. Now I will leave a link in the description box below with all of the ingredients and the measurements for what I used. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and add in my seasoning. Now, I did not get any colored pimento peppers, but if you can get your hands on some, that would be awesome. All right, so I will just go ahead and add in all of the seasonings. Next, I will just go ahead and just mix it around just like so, and then I will allow it to saute for a couple minutes. And once it's done, I will come back to show you the next step. So after a couple minutes, we are now going to add in our chicken. Once the chicken has been added, you just want to mix it up just like that. And then we are going to allow it to saute for a few more minutes to help with the seasonings infusing into the meat. Now the meat by itself is well seasoned, but you want to get some more of that flavor into the chicken as well. So we are just going to allow it to saute for a few minutes, or fry to get a nice char as well. Once that is done, I will come back to show you the next step. This is what our seasoning along with the chicken is looking like so far. I just want you guys to see that. All right, so this is what it looks like. Next, I am going to move on to adding in some of the liquids. So first I'm going in with my broth. I'm just going to add that in there. And next I'm just going to add in some water, but as I said, with soups I like to add in water a little at a time. So I'm just going to add in just a little bit, just like so, and then I am going to simply stir it up. So we're starting off with just some of the liquids. So this is what it looks like so far, and then what I'm going to do is to allow it to boil, and then I am going to go ahead and add in the ground provisions. So now our soup has started boiling. I'm just going to go ahead and add in the ground provisions. Once you add your provisions to the pot, you want to give that a quick mix. And of course, you know you would have to add in some more liquids. Also, I just wanted to come in and say I did add in some cassavas, and these were frozen and it was cut actually kind of big. So next time when this is what it looks like. So it's kind of off as the rest of the ground provisions are more or less, you know, smaller chunks. But yeah, so this is what our pot looks like so far. Now what I'm going to do is that I will allow it to boil again, and then I will add in some dumplings. Now I did not show you the process simply because I would have made it several times on this channel, and you would have seen me make corn dumplings several times. So yeah. Once the soup started boiling, I'm next going to add in my dumplings, and I made them into small balls, basically to suit the cuts of the ground provisions. Next, what we are going to do is to add in our squash, sorry. Why am I saying scotch? Because it says scotch bonnet. But we're adding in our squash. Now you want to be careful because I just put in the dumpling. I actually should have put it in before I add in the dumpling, but hey. Alright, so it's not bad here. So I'm adding that in, and next I'm just going to go in with some additional seasonings. And I have here some cayenne pepper, some celery powder. Now you want to be very careful with the celery powder because it's very, very strong. So I'm using very little. And I have here some dried parsley as well as some pink Himalayan salt. So I'm just going to add that in right about now. Just like that. And then just gently. Right. So what I will do is leave this to boil, cook. And of course I will check for water. I will also check for salt, flavor, all of the good stuff. You want to make sure that you do that. I almost forgot to add in my scotch bonnet, so I'm just going to put it right here. And as I said, I will allow this to boil. If there's a need for me to add in anything extra, I will do so. I will see you when it's done. Y'all, I almost forgot. We need to add in some butter or margarine, so I'm just adding that in now. It's not a must actually. I don't really do dairy like that, but yeah. Also, you can add in some okras if you do have any on hand. If you want that in your soup, that's quite fine.
Two hours later.
And so this is what our soup is looking like so far, and it is delicious, y'all. I mean, the camera is not doing it justice. It's actually finished. So what I will do is that I will plate. Let me just put this right here. Ooh. Yeah, I will plate and come back to show you the final results. Hi guys, so this is our chicken soup, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. It has bits and pieces of everything that I would have mentioned in the previous clips. Alright, so this is what our soup is looking like. I really hope you would have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Also comment below. Let us know how you make your chicken soup. We are always looking forward to your comments. And of course, with the rain falling right now, this is actually perfect. Soup Saturdays are the best. Until the next video, see you. Bye!